I saw Lightyear. Lightyear is a spinoff of the Toy Story franchise, of course. Now, we all know that Buzz Lightyear is a toy based on a hero. So a lot of people there was some dust ups on social media because Patricia Heaton was like, "Yo, man, where Tim Allen at? How come Tim Allen wasn't the voice of
Same question.
Buzz Lightyear?" And so I wondered that. I was like, "How come they really couldn't just use Tim Allen again?" But I feel like Tim Allen would have made him a different character. Not necessarily. I don't feel like Tim Allen being Buzz, the real Buzz, was necessary. In my opinion, I don't feel like it would have hurt the film. But I don't know if it would have helped it necessarily. But who knows? Because they're looking at the Lightyear numbers as kind of light.
What was the tone of Lightyear though?
Lightyear. Okay, it's the story about Buzz Lightyear, who's with Star Patrol. Was it Star Patrol?
Something like that.
And
Star Command.
Star Command.
Star Command.
Star Command. That's what it is. So they had a mission that they were trying to transport the people so they can go to a new planet to start, building off world and stuff like that. So Buzz Lightyear is so caught up in completing the mission. That's what he's all about, completing the mission myself. I'm going to complete this mission. I'm going to do this. So much so that he kind of messes things up, not taking the help.
Gotcha.
And so that pretty much kicks off the story of, him being so focused on completing the mission that they get stranded on this one planet. And so they're still trying to create light speed with this certain crystal. They were trying to get the calculations right for this crystal to be able to transport them at light speed.
Love it.
So they can get out of here. So they almost crash. Shit goes haywire. He barely pulls it off. He was being stubborn. I can do this. I got this. So now he took personal responsibility for why they didn't make it off the planet. So now they done set up shops and they done built the training facilities and all this so they can test it out. So they were like, "Yo, Buzz, we need you to test this to see if we can go light speed." And he was like, "All right, I'll test it out." Of course, it's the mission. Because they needed a pilot crazy enough to do it. Because when he fumbled, he was like, "Yo, I give up my, here's my badge or whatever." He was like, and she was like, "Why? What are you talking about? We need somebody that can actually pull this off." And so now he's all about that mission. So now he's going to complete the mission.
Love it.
And then, so within these missions, though, he's reaching speeds that propel him so fast that he's going into the future. So even though it's minutes to him, it's years for the people back on the planet. So now when he's doing these test runs, he come back, it's like 4 years had passed.
Wow.
So it's just like, man, we lost 4 years. So they didn't ask him to go back. But he was just like, "Yo, I want to complete this mission." You know what I'm saying?
Sound like a good movie.
So he kept trying to, complete the mission so they can get the crystal to the right speed to where they can indeed just take everybody off world to where they need to be. So cut to test after test. Each test is going to be 4 years. And his best friend was another space...
Alicia.
Space Star Command. And so she was staying behind. So every time he would come back, she would be getting older, it'd be changing. He'd come back, she'd be engaged, and he'd come back, and then, she didn't have the kids, and then boom, the whole life is just, and until he was gone so long that she was gone. And then he left again. This time he left for like 28 years. So now he's working with her granddaughter out here, and they're trying to, get off this planet because now the planet was attacked by robots or whatever. So now they trying to survive that. They trying to navigate all that. So it's a definite departure from Toy Story in terms of theme, feel. It feels like a completely different.
And that's the thing. If it's a different tone, then you don't need. Then you don't need that.
So
silly...
they went for a completely different tone, and within that though, you lose some of that Toy Story magic.
Right.
And I feel like Lightyear was cool, but it didn't have that Toy Story magic. It didn't have the...
Also, but what made...
Because Toy Story is some of the best shit ever created.
But also in 1995, no one saw that. Like, that was brand new.
Right.
To see that kind of animation.
Yeah.
And that was a big thing about it. Like, also it being funny and it being great.
Yeah.
You're just like, bro, we're watching something we've never seen before.
Right.
I'm seeing a lot of this now.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if you do Lightyear, I'm like, okay, but you can't do but they should have just made a whole different franchise.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
It's a spinoff.
Right.
So it's, it's like Hobbs and Shaw. It's like,
But it sounds like, but Hobbs and Shaw, same tone of Fast and Furious.
Definitely.
So it sounds like they should have just did,
This is more so like Solo or like
It's a prequel, pretty much.
It is a prequel, and it's and not to say that the tone shift is bad, but it just didn't have the same magic.
Yeah, there's no way they could have.
Yeah, so it was cute. It was cute. It was fun. Some of the things were exciting, but it was just like, and then the villain reveal. I'm doing a spoiler-free review right now. The villain reveal just didn't do it for me because of who the villain was. So I was just like, no.
Yeah.
I'm not really buying
It wasn't special? Well, the movie it didn't feel special?
It didn't. It was like, it was cool. It was enjoyable. The supporting players. I like this one old lady that he was rocking with. She was super funny because she was like a gritty old woman that was just like, nah, man, they looking for me. I liked her character a lot. Of course, I liked the diversity of it. Taika Waititi was this guy that actually looks like him. And I was just like, of course that was him. Mad diversity in there, which I appreciate. The animation is top notch, but it was just missing some of the magic of the Toy Story franchise.
Why'd you hate Bob's Burgers?
I didn't hate it.
Oh, God damn.
Yeah, that was extreme. Yeah,
Why'd you come out swinging with that?
I gave it like 3 saxophones out of 5.
I didn't mean to come out swinging.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't like the musical numbers, but that was only like twice.
Oh, okay.
But I like Bob's Burgers.
Oh, my bad.
Overall, yeah. It didn't blow me away. It wasn't like,
no doubt.
But I feel like
Simpson movie was better.
The Simpson movie was about the same for me. The Simpson movie
it
didn't blow me away either.
I liked it more. You could do more.
Yeah. But Bob's Burgers, though, it made me laugh and it made me chuckle. And Lightyear it was good. It was entertaining, but I still feel like something was missing. It was a little bit too straightforward, and just that storyline and the villain just didn't do it for me, so it couldn't really curl over into something more. But, I like Chris Evans' Buzz. He did a good job. Like I said, I like the diversity, but it was just, and I like the cat, the little robot cat he had. Socks. I really like socks. I want a sock.
I like socks. Yeah.
I want
a socks too. I want to replace Midnight with socks.
Oh,
I was gonna say, would you get rid of Midnight?
You know what I'm saying? I would love to replace Midnight with socks.
Is Midnight still a problem at the crib?
Don't even bring him up.
You know what? He just, I was going to say, you know what? He just chewed into some of Sabrina's mail that she doesn't know about until now. But he chewed, you had packages by the front door. He chewed into some of them. So there's that. I assume it was Midnight. I didn't see him doing it, but I assume it's him. He's chewy. Daps is pissy. Midnight is chewy.
Yes, that's facts.
But Midnight is...
Midnight.
He's a character, man.
Midnight.
He's funny.
Brought me hell.
He's funny.
Yeah. But I said all that to say, wait, what was I about to say about Lightyear?
You're about to give
I'm about to give a review. So here's the smooth jazz review of Lightyear. The spin around just ain't the same with the actual, creepy.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah, it just don't hit the same. I'm giving Lightyear 3 saxophones out of 5. I'm giving 3 saxophones out of 5. What you giving this, Sabrina?
I'm gonna give it 2.5.
Oh, damn.
Maybe even 2.
Shit, 2?
Because when it comes to Pixar films, you usually have multiple very charming characters. Like you're like, man, I like this person. I like this person. Like you might have a favorite, but like sometimes it's hard to choose who you like more than the other. Or like there's other people that you're like, man, I didn't hate when they were on screen, but this was very like, you know what I mean? Like Socks obviously, held it down. I think the old lady's name is Darby. Like she was cool. Mo, like Taika Waititi's character, gave me anxiety.
Yeah, I feel that. He was getting on my nerves with that pen.
Izzy Hawthorne, Izzy
was the straight man.
Yeah, Keke Palmer, man, and Keke
Keke
could have gave
Palmer.
us.
She did good.
Keke Palmer's always good.
Yeah.
She's great.
She's undefeated.
Like, yeah.
Keke Palmer's undefeated, goddamn.
Yeah, but just and then even though he's not so much the villain, the main villain, but like Burnside, the dude who wanted to switch things up.
Oh
and, like,
yeah,
Burnside.
Burnside is the voice of Clay Davis from The Wire.
Yeah.
Oh, hilarious.
That's the voice of Burnside. Yeah.
Yeah. He I don't know. I could have just. It didn't hit. No,
Yeah.
it didn't just hit. It just didn't hit.
He should have done a shoe. Him. Film.
Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be forgettable, and within the Pixar canon, it's very low. It's ranking low.
Yeah.
It's
But
only,
I bet you.
Mhm.
I bet you Socks is gonna have something like spin-offs from that because
Socks is dope.
Like they did Puss in Boots.
Puss in
Yeah.
I
Boots.
don't think that was Pixar though. But
No, that was DreamWorks.
there it is.
Yeah, but Socks was dope. Socks was much needed, much appreciated, and I want a Socks anyway. But yeah, I'm giving it 3 saxophones out of 5. Sabrina's giving it
2.
She said
2.
You gave it a 2.
strong 2, flimsy 2.5, or just a strong
flimsy
2?
2.5.
Flimsy
Because
2.5. Okay.
Yeah, because it's like it's cute,
2.25.
but
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Nah, you go into Pixar, you go in there expecting like
Pixar has
magic
set the
every
bar
time.
high.
Yes.
They have set the bar incredibly high.
And they only have a few misses. That dinosaur movie was a miss.
I never saw it.
It was not good.
And then a lot of people don't talk about Brave fondly.
Brave was not good.
I haven't seen that one either.
Brave was boring.
I
as
didn't see
shit.
Monsters University.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Monsters Inc. was cool.
Oh,
Monsters
I did.
Inc. was very good.
Yeah, I remember. I didn't see Monsters Inc.
That's my favorite.
Cars can get the hell up out of here.
Cars and
I
planes,
Yeah.
straight trash.
Lightyear was better than Cars.
People love Cars, the first one. The other ones, 2 and 3, I heard ass.
Wait, we ranking Pixar movies?
Kind
Well,
of.
no, I was just
Just
saying
the bottom.
Lightyear is towards the lower end of the Pixar canon.
Oh, I don't know. They had a bad run after 3.
Cars 2 and 3. You
No,
talking
Toy
about
Story
Cars?
3.
Toy Story?
After Pixar had like a bad
Oh,
run
Toy
after
Story 3 was
3.
amazing. Yeah.
Afterwards,
I can't
they had
remember that timeline.
Well,
because before then I think they had like Up came out around that time.
Up
Wally
was
was like the
fantastic.
year before that. Yeah.
Wall-E.
After those movies, they had like what are those movies? Like we
The
don't know.
Coco.
Coco was amazing.
Coco brought it back, and that came out 2017.
Bugs Life, I still never grew on me.
No,
Bugs Life-
Bugs Life was
Bugs Life-
I think-
they
I think
told
that
us
was a while
about it.
ago. I think
that was their
that's what
second
kicked
movie.
that was their second movie. Incredibles 2 was fire.
Incredible. Yes.
Wasn't as good as the first one,
No.
but it was
Finding
still
Dory.
fire.
There was Monsters University. There was
Finding Dory was good too.
Oh. Finding Dory, that was cool.
I
The
have to look at
sequels
this,
haven't. Toy Story has mastered the sequels though.
4 was unnecessary, but it wasn't bad.
Super unnecessary, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I think it's
So
the
why are we
worst
doing
Toy
this?
Story
Let me
movie.
ask y'all this: Toy Story 4 or Incredibles 2?
Incredibles too.
Incredibles
I
2.
didn't see Incredibles 2 yet.
Oh my god.
I'm behind.
Incredibles
on
2 is
everything.
good. I'm
I'm
gonna
just-
watch it again.
I'm just mad I had to wait 15 years for it. Like if I had to wait 15 years for a sequel, you better blow me away, bro. And I wasn't like, whoa. I was like Incredibles first one, I was like, this is amazing.
Incredibles is still my favorite Pixar movie.
It was
of all time.
amazing. But then 2, I wasn't like, this isn't amazing. It was great in certain spots, but I was
Yeah.
like, 15 years, bro?
Oh yeah. So Incredibles 2 came out after Coco, which I was saying they had like a stint after Toy Story 3. It was Cars 2, Brave, Monsters University, Inside Out, The Good Dinosaur.
Inside Out was incredible.
Yeah, Inside Out I heard was good.
Yeah,
The
it was
Good
cool.
Dinosaur, Finding Dory, Cars 3, and then Coco.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So there's
they
for
had
a
a lot
while
of
they
sequels.
had like just a lot of
But a lot of
little-
lows in
Yeah.
there.
But
I
for
see
like
it.
when they came out the gate, it was Toy Story, Bugs
Yeah.
Life, Toy Story 2, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, Incredibles, Cars, Ratatouille, Wall-E, Up, Toy Story 3.
God
That
damn.
is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
That
And that's
track
like
record?
every year.
They're like 9 in a
Jesus.
row.
Yeah, they were going crazy for every year pretty much.
It's hard to sustain
10 in a
that
row.
though.
You see with the actors, you see with Jim Carrey, you get a
Nobody
run.
can sustain.
You see Will Ferrell, they get a. You see a lot of actors.
You're gonna have some misses.
You're gonna have
in
a
there.
flop in
Oh,
there,
yeah,
bro.
for sure.
Yeah, so I still think Pixar has the strongest brand. I mean, Marvel hit a nice stride too for a while. Now they starting to fumble a little bit, but
That's because they're doing like when they just did. Wait, was it Marvel? Marvel didn't do Morbius.
no.
Wait, Marvel might still been solid. Who else did they mess up on? Iron Man 3 was trash, but what else did they?
Who else did Marvel mess up on?
Yeah,
Ant-Man and Wasp was forgettable.
agreed.
Doctor Strange 2 was you know, it was solid, but it was kind of like it was problematic.
Thor 2. Ugh.
Oh, Dark New World is. But they don't have that many misses though. Like once the MCU really got in there, but the Iron Man sequels were misses.
2
and 3.
Yeah, 3 was awful. 2 was cool. You didn't need them.
And then Captain America 2 and 3 were just flawless in my opinion.
Yeah, 1 was awful.
1 was not awful though.
It's awful, bro.
You got to revisit.
No, I don't.
How many times you seen it?
A gang of times.
Okay, well never mind. I still don't consider it awful.
Well, I was trash.
The fight choreography wise, I think it's awful, but storyline wise, I think it was solid as hell.
You saw the rest go for 2 seconds. He didn't even do shit.
Yeah, but the storyline wise, I still think it was solid.
No.
Yeah, but that's a different conversation. Anyway, getting the hell up out of here.
Sorry.
So that's the review of Lightyear. Let me know what you thought of Lightyear in the comments section below. Also, give me your top 5 Pixar jokes. Give me that top 5 Pixar in the comments section. But I really want to know how y'all felt about Lightyear. If you're going to watch it, and if not, why not? Let me know in the comments section.
You sold it in a good way. It sounds like a great story.
The story is solid.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's solid, but it's just like...
It's not a Toy Story movie.
It's not even... that. It's not... It didn't even really feel like Pixar. It felt very straightforward.
There's no magic.
And I feel like sometimes Pixar hits me with a story that I'm just like, yo, they wrote the shit out of this. Like, that's how I felt with Inside Out.
Yeah.
Inside Out, like the writing on that, I was just like...
Oh, I didn't like Soul either, by the way.
What?
You didn't like Soul?
No.
Yo, the way Amir came in.
Hey,
I was sitting back in my chair.
I would say he was leaning back too.
Soul is one of their best ones. In
Soul was good. I forgot to even mention Soul.
Nah.
Soul hit me differently because I didn't get to see it in theaters, so I kind of forget about it. But Soul was good.
Soul wasn't that great to me.
I feel like the idea behind it was good.
Yeah.
No, I was just like,
Chaz is
You ain't
anti-black for sure.
He's Republican.
no, I felt like Soul wasn't a black movie. I felt like they had black people in it, but it wasn't our movie.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
you
what I
feel
felt.
like it was black enough.
No, I felt like if they really wanted to do a black movie, they should did a movie about some black shit, Harlem Renaissance or some shit. Tell a real black story. That's a real black story. The Harlem Renaissance was a whole time around black people.
Well,
So
yeah,
because
of
they
course.
didn't do that specific story, they're not black enough.
No, I just felt like it was a story told by white people with black people in there. It was a white writer, white director. It wasn't black at all.
The writer was black.
No, it
I
wasn't.
mean, white. He was white.
I'm pretty sure because it was the dude who did Soul.
Oh,
The
you
dude
gotta
who
come
did
inside.
In and Out. What was it?
Inside Out.
Inside Out. I think it was the same team behind that. So yeah, that's why I stand on
I
it.
did do a watch party for Soul. Soul was a good time. It got me emotional.
The same director.
Same director.
Pete Doctor, and then as far as writers,
That's probably a black
Doctor
writer.
Mike Jones, Kent Powers. I don't know who these people are, but
Yeah, Kent Power and Mike Jones, like actual Mike Jones.
Are they black?
Mike Jones, you know Mike Jones?
Mike Jones, the rapper?
Yeah, the
Mike
rapper.
Jones. Let's see if the writer was black, man, because Chaz might be falsifying documents. You know what I'm saying? We looking right now.
I don't know who these people are.
So
They ain't
it's
got
not-
no
It says
pictures on here.
screenplay is Pete Doctor, Kent Powers, and Mike Jones.
How you know that Mike Jones is a common name?
Huh?
It's like,
It literally has his face next to it.
oh
The rapper? I was about to say.
man, you know how
Nah,
Google
it
be,
ain't,
man.
nah, it ain't him. Because it would have said that in here. Their career is literally just screenwriting, screenwriter and journalist.
Oh, he's black.
Who, Mike Jones?
Peak Doctor. He's the producer, writer, director.
Look at the team though. Some of the whole team.
All right, I'm about to look at everybody. So
Well, he's
we
a
got
writer,
one
though.
black.
Now he's white.
Pete Doctor.
So Mike Jones
Peter
is
Hans.
Mike Jones is he might not be white, but he might be something else. But he's not. He don't look black. So Mike Jones, and then we got
Oh no, Pete Doctor is.
He's German.
Yeah.
and then Kemp Powers is black.
Yeah, I think that was the one I knew it was black.
Yeah. Wait, Pete Doctor's not black?
Nah. This
Oh,
Nah.
I thought they showed me a
His
black
middle
dude.
name
Oh,
is
this dude right
Hans.
here.
Oh, that's not who came up for me. Hold on. Who came up? Oh, I was looking at something else he worked on. They had black people at the top. This is what I saw, Chaz. I was like,
Oh, okay. No, I'm just like, dog. Soul wasn't about black people. It wasn't about a black story. That could have been a white person. It would have been the same story. It wasn't special about black people. Like when you watch Moana, when you watch all these other shows or movies like that are about somebody's culture, you go like, oh, I got a piece of that with me now. Coco, like that, I didn't get that from Soul. Soul could have been a white dude. It would have been the same movie. That's my point, guys.
But it wasn't though. It was a black dude.
Hey, I'm glad it was,
With
but it
black
wasn't
character.
like it was. I was like, oh, I feel represented now. I said this could have been anybody's story.
I think if that's your only critique, I still think it's still good.
Not even going
I
through
feel
it.
like
I was like,
that's a minor blemish.
Because I feel like
I
I
don't
don't think it was the story that was
I don't think
necessarily
that's minor.
the representation part. I don't think that anybody was thinking that that's what it was going to be. I didn't think it was that.
Well, when
gonna
I
be
saw
that.
a black dude, I said, oh, we get to tell a black story.
I think that's the problem with a lot of black cinema, though. It's just that it's a thing
we
of like
have
we
to
have
be
to.
black.
There has to be a certain
Right.
story about like history or stuff like that. We just want to be able to tell a story.
A story, yeah.
No, I wanted to
Yeah.
see
I
some
don't wanna see
culture
the
that we got a
historical
chance to
things and stuff
celebrate
like
and tell. We didn't get to do that.
But
with
like,
Black
watch the
white people
documentary
don't
for that.
constantly make like
I say watch the documentary
Columbus
for that.
films.
What'd you say, Sabrina?
I said white people don't constantly make like European taking over like Columbus and
Historical,
all that type
yeah.
of films. They just make films of like feel good. Hi, we're white, but we're going through this story thing. So it's like, why can't
You
like,
can.
why can't we have black stories like that too?
I just wanted a Moana. I wanted a Coco. I wanted a movie that was like, bam, this is a culture. Black Panther. You know what I'm
The
saying?
thing is that
A
I
culture
feel like
piece.
it has to be so correct, especially in like a cartoon form, that like no matter how we put it, right? It's still you have to tread lightly with stuff like that, right? So there probably is going to be a film like that, but they're just trying to figure out how to put it out there in a way that it's going to be digestible for the masses, because they're just like with Black Panther, people were scared to do it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like
For
not
sure.
scared, but people were like,
They were.
it's not
Mhm.
it's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Mhm.
So now it's like, okay, it might work, but we just need to go about it. They can't just put it together and be like, all right, this is it.
Black
And
director,
especially
black
and
producers.
yeah, but even like black people judge and critique black people. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
no matter what,
But they got it right.
it just needs
Black
it just needs to be done correctly, and they're probably working on it.
I
They're
hope
working.
they
You
are.
know what? Wait, hold on,
I hope
Chad.
they
Hold
are.
on.
Hmm?
You a writer, sir.
I know. I am working on it.
Get out of here.
I
Don't
like
be-
the fact that
uh-uh.
Soul was black, but it wasn't wearing his blackness on his sleeve.
I'm not
I
saying
feel
there
like-
was like, yo,
Because
we
I feel like
need-
it's just a story of a musician, and they didn't shy. It felt black. Like when I watched it, it felt like, we in the black barbershop. The way his mom looked, she looked like a real black
Mhm.
mom with the
Mhm.
short natural hair, and I was just like, to see that animated and to see her just be a mom, I was just like, yo, this is a dope visual and dope representation.
it just could have. To me, it just could have been anybody's story. I was like, this is gonna be
That-
anybody's story.
and that's the beauty of
That's
it. It
not the beauty of
was.
it. That's what I didn't like
not
about it.
everything has to be super. We trying to teach you the history of
Not even about
blackness.
teaching. Not even about teaching. It had to be preachy. I was
Because
saying
you,
like,
you want the Harlem Renaissance, and this movie not even set in that time frame.
oh, I know that. I'm just
So it's
saying that's
like-
a black story. That's a culture piece.
You looked at this, and you said earlier today you wanted the Harlem Renaissance.
I'm saying
in this.
that's a culture, a cultural
But that's what
moment.
you wanted out of this
Yeah.
particular picture that's not about
even
that.
Black Panther. That's not that. But I go like, dog, there's culture in there. We got
Right.
a lot of culture in there
Yeah.
in Black Panther. I'm like, that's something we go, that's ours. Even though
Yeah.
Disney owns it. That's
But-
why I didn't feel like it was so. I was just like,
I mean, there's
oh,
still
okay.
But
our
Black
culture there
Panther-
because it's. I
Wait,
mean,
but
in Soul there
jazz?
was like, I mean, obviously the barbershop scene, but jazz in general, like the whole
Yeah.
determination for him to go and I feel like it's more so on a relatable level. It's not necessarily as culturally significant, but I feel like it's more relatable to an everyday person. You're a teacher, a music teacher at a school. You're not
Right.
really enjoying it, and you get a big break, and then it's like this man died. And then he
Right.
was in the afterlife trying
Before
to
he
get back
could
to his
fulfill-
body,
so he could-
fulfill his dream.
the
which
jazz
was
gig.
also fucked up that he died right before he made it.
Oh yeah, but
I was
but
like, damn.
we can relate to those moments of we want something so bad, and right when we on the cusp. But
I'm
you
just
keep
saying-
bringing up Black Panther, you keep bringing up Black
Because
Panther
of Coco, because of Moana, because of these culture
but
pieces.
you have to also remember that Black Panther, of course, is going to be cultural like that because we're going to Africa,
Right.
So it has to be African and cultural and stuff like that. This is set in New York City today.
Mhm.
This wasn't set, back in the day. So it's like it's a story of a jazz guy.
I'm just saying that was my problem with it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to convince
But
you guys.
you wanted a different picture than what it was.
Yeah.
Can I also
wanted a
say,
different
like,
feeling than what it was.
Yeah.
I didn't get the
What I was-
feeling. Go ahead.
what I
Sarah.
was saying about like people being critical of their own people, right?
Mhm.
A perfect example is In the Heights. In the Heights was created by a Dominican
Mhm.
with Dominicans all around,
Mhm.
and they screwed it up. They fucked it up.
With the movie.
The movie.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And this is what I'm saying. Like, it, no matter what, like, yes, I'm happy that there's Dominican representation on like on the big screen
No
like
doubt,
that, which
no
is
doubt.
really dope. But it wasn't the representation that I know. It wasn't my family. My family wasn't fully represented. My culture was, but like the people that I know wasn't. So that's why I'm saying, like, all that stuff, you know, you just got it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming, but
because I look at it through your lens, and I just be like, I want her to feel like they got it right,
Right.
and then be like,
That's how I feel about soul. Why am I wrong?
Because the story is not about the black experience in America.
I'm aware.
So since that's not the story going in, it's just about the story is more so about
It's a slice of life.
wanting to
kinda thing.
attain your dreams and wanting it so bad, and then to be snatched from life right when you're on the cusp of really going for what's yours, you die, and so you end up you fighting for your life to get back into that body, and then you discover something different along the way. That's the story of Soul. It just so happens that
I call that movie
black storyline.
Snooze.
Because it was bored.
Yeah.
You was bored.
I was bored out of my mind and soul.
Anyway, let me get the hell up out of here because I still got to do Grosse Point Bake.
Let's do it.
Thank y'all, man. Let me know what y'all thought of Soul also in the comment section because we went off on a tangent.
Sorry.
Right.
Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Verbal Cardio, man. We are out of here.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man.
Appreciate
Thanks
y'all.
for pulling up, man.
Thank
Answer
you.
that phone call.
I will.
Yeah, never again.
Come on.